What up? Welcome to yet another episode of Coding Lifers with the mics. So today we're gonna be discussing mobile banking and the growth and when it all started, and who specifically started it, and how it has impacted the normal lives of we're going to just concentrate with Kenya, normal life of normal mwananchi. So, and on top of the pyramid, you all know who we are going to be talking about, because we have a variety, because we have Airtel Money, we have Tcash, and then we have the giant on top of the pyramid, which is M-Pesa
banking.
So specifically we are going to discuss M-Pesa and how it has affected our lives and the lives of normal mwananchi, and the growth of M-Pesa over the years. So initially M-Pesa was launched on March 2007. If you had that information with you.
2006, 2007.
It was launched on March 2007.
I've seen you have done your homework.
I have. When we come to informing the people on these technologies that we have, you have to do your research. And when I think of M-Pesa, I'm mostly amazed, because M-Pesa has really transformed lives. I really don't know what to say, because you see, surprisingly, you see, M-Pesa was launched on 2007, as I've said, and you see, by December 2011, do you know how many subscribers they had? They had 17 million subscribers. 17 million.
And since then to now, they have 51 million. Billion.
Nah.
I think when I think of M-Pesa, I think of success.
The success story behind it is quite huge. And for me, if let's say, for example, if you're asked what articulated the growth of M-Pesa in your own words, what do you think what made M-Pesa stand out and for it to grow the way it has grown?
I think when it is the ease of transferring money from Ushago to urban, when it comes to, when those guys back in the days, you were moving out from Ushago coming to Nairobi. You had to transfer money using matatus,
or you go yourself, you go by foot and go give your parents the money. You have to be there physically.
And now M-Pesa came with that ease that you can transfer using your phone. That power by then, it was so powerful.
I feel like, for me, yes, I agree with what you've just said. For me, I think the main thing that led to the growth of M-Pesa the way it has is they tapped into the lives of a normal mwananchi, because that's where the money is.
Bottom up.
You see, right now, for example, right now, everything you do, and even the normal mama mboga from home, from your village, the one mwenye anakuzia ako around the corner, in one or the other, they're using M-Pesa. They have a pochi.
Pochi ya biashara.
Which I feel like just tapping into, just solving a problem for the person who is below the food chain, really had a direct impact on the growth of M-Pesa. Because right now, I feel like, you see, the way you used, like right now, if you don't have electricity in your home, you don't feel okay. You just feel stranded. Right now, everyone is used to using M-Pesa. And sorry to the other mobile money networks, but for me, I'm used to using M-Pesa. When you're sending money to your parents, when you're paying for utilities, even when you're paying rent, you do everything via M-Pesa. And if I ask you.
Yeah, ask me, man.
Have you ever heard of Nyagaka Anyona Ouko? Have you ever heard that story?
Oh, the guy who sold the M-Pesa thing.
And the guy who is affiliated to M-Pesa.
Yeah.
And the guy was a student.
Yeah, a student. And many devs refer that story and call that guy a coward. I don't know. How do you feel, Mike? Like that guy?
But you see, for me, I don't know the truth in it. Up to now, I don't know. It's just speculations.
And I mean,
but the issue I have with the guy is, I don't know if it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe. But M-Pesa was launched on March 2007.
Yeah.
But the guy presented the evidence of copyright evidence on 2012.
So you have a span of like 5 years.
Yeah, and he didn't know that they were going to launch the product on March 2007. That's a difference of 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. What?
And then after 5 years now you're coming to like claim that you own. You have copyrights.
You have copyright issues.
Yeah, which I don't know. Maybe it might be the truth. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe there's some some legal arrangement in between. But it's sometimes it's speculation. But but I'm fascinated by M-Pesa and the way they've transformed the lives of Kenyans.
And they have impacted the Kenyan economy in a very big way. When it comes to Kenya revenue,
they have a direct contribution to the amount of revenue that is generated daily by Kenyans, which is huge. It's a lot of money because if you just do an estimate of how many people access CBD and how many people like Nairobi. How many people use matatus and how many people pay via M-Pesa? How many businesses you have in town that are dependent on M-Pesa? Just tell me, how many businesses do we have? You can't even estimate. There's so many businesses and there's so many. You see, there's so much revenue that comes out of Nairobi, and majority of it is attached to M-Pesa in one way or the other. That's the common means of money transfer.
They say that 31% represent the company, the Kenya's GDP. Yeah. This is the money that is handled by Safaricom and Mpesa agents. Yeah, and you can imagine.
Yeah, I feel like for example, like in I just came across a specific article that was saying, you see, by end of March 31st, 2021, M-Pesa had generated a revenue of $765 million. Do you know how much that? Do you know how much that is? $765 million US. What? I don't know the truth of the article.
That is the article.
Because that's almost 70 billion Kenya shillings. Yeah. That's even more than 80 billion. That's a lot of money back. Which is possible because with M-Pesa, it's right now it's a huge enterprise. Yeah. And you see, it's it being a product of Safaricom, which is Vodafone and all. I think it the growth. I don't think there is anyone who can hide the growth of M-Pesa because wherever you go, billboards. Billboards.
They have a thing with advertisement. I think they so good.
The advertisements is crazy and it's top notch. And I think they, as I said, they just tapped the market the right way.
Let me ask you, Mike. You said 2007 was very significant for you. When was your first time when you did M-Pesa transaction?
M-Pesa, obviously in 2007 when I was a young boy. In 2007 I was where? In 2007? I think I was in class 3 if I'm not wrong. Class 3 or 4.
Okay.
So the first time I did an M-Pesa transaction, I think it was personally with my phone and all. Yeah. I think it was after high school. No, it's not after high school. It was around when I was like Form 3.
Form 3.
Per se, because I started hustling a bit nikiwa form 3. So I think I just did my first M-Pesa transaction then, because that's the same period I think I got a phone and a SIM card. I registered a SIM card.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was interesting because you see they've made sure that the UI is made for every
top notch.
It's made for every for like diverse age brackets. Like I was in form 3 I was like 17 and I didn't struggle to use the SDK app, not the new ones. You see there's this new M-Pesa app,
Super app,
which is
top notch, man.
Before I even go there. So yeah, so I think M-Pesa over the years, it did, initially it started out with agents and all that. It started with the agents because you need to go and with the draw, and up to now you need to go with the draw. And surprisingly, do you know how many agents they have up to now?
Scare me.
They have 160,000 agents across Kenya.
Across Kenya.
Outlets, yes, 160,000.
Mind you, they have started expanded to Ethiopia.
That's Kenya. I'm just saying Kenya.
Just Kenya.
160,000 outlets in Kenya.
What?
So I feel, M-Pesa, when M-Pesa has grown to an extent that a 2-year-old kid, when you mention M-Pesa,
he knows you are dealing money transactions.
That's money, yes. And even when you want to get money from someone, just tell them, can you M-Pesa me?
M-Pesa me the cash.
Yes, because why don't you say, I don't want to mention other mobile money, because I'm not promoting M-Pesa per se.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to unwrap the growth and the way it has affected me personally, and the way I've seen it affect other people and in their businesses. Because let me tell you, it has grown so many businesses, especially these mambogas and as I was the other day I was telling you Mama Gideri, because my mom does sell Gideri, and it's interesting when I'm around her and she's just selling, and I get to see her receive mobile money transfer, which is interesting, and she's used to it. M-Pesa has really grown.
Can we include M-Pesa when it comes to the top 10 tech solutions that have been provided in Kenya?
So you can't even say top 10. It's the first tech solution that has been provided. That is the number one tech solution that has been provided that has originated from Kenya. Let me, because right now it's everywhere. It's in East Africa. I think it's everywhere. Like you saw the launch that was happening it was Safaricom. They were the telecom part of it. The infrastructure part of it was being launched in Ethiopia, which is interesting, because now you see it's Safaricom, which is the mother company to M-Pesa, is expanding to other countries, for even other countries to enjoy what we enjoy, which is the easiest way to transfer money, and from one place to one, from one person to another. And now we have another. You see, now M-Pesa has other products like Fuliza. You know Fuliza. Everyone knows Fuliza, which is
for techpreneurs.
For normal money, you know Fuliza, one or the other. Which is a product also of Safaricom, KCB Bank, and CBA. Which is also another way to uplift Kenyans per se. Yes, sometimes you find yourself, hey, and you know the way it works. If you have Fuliza and someone sends you money, the money it just goes. And you're like, okay, but that's you see. Let's say, you see, sometimes it's helpful, because you might find yourself in a supermarket and the amount of money you have in your M-Pesa is not enough. You see, it gives you that room and that freedom and that space. It removes the embarrassment that you don't have. You're just picking goods and you didn't have enough money. So yeah, and gives you that freedom, and gives you that per se, it gives you that privacy and protects your image to some extent, because people don't really see that you're broke because you have M-Pesa. They don't see how
The
broke
broke
you
side
are.
of you.
Yeah, and right now you get you so you see initially you could, when you wanted to fuliza, maybe I send you the fuliza, you just find someone. But right now I can withdraw it like normal amount of money I have. I just go to an agent and just withdraw that, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Per se. Yeah, so yeah, I think M-Pesa and Safaricom, they've really contributed.
Let's talk of global contribution the M-Pesa played with the introduction of global pay. How do you think it has helped you, Mike, as a dev?
You see, like for me, initially for me to subscribe to maybe for example, I wanted to subscribe an AWS instance. For me to host my code and all, I had to like get an ATM.
Yeah.
From the bank or subscribe to this online these other online like PayPal.
I will have a credit
or
card.
Stripe maybe. And also you see it was a hassle initially, but right now with the global pay it's easy. I can pay for those subscriptions with just money from my M-Pesa, which is really convenient. Which is really convenient. So it has impacted me in maybe mostly in paying for my subscriptions because it's easy now.
Yeah.
It's it's a partnership between Safaricom and Visa.
Yeah.
As you are aware.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has really impacted me as a developer in that way.
Even as those guys who are working remote.
Yeah, and also it's a challenge to all developers to just because we are curious. You have to like think how M-Pesa is made. So you try to like imagine what is under the hood
and think like a fintech dev.
Yeah, and you also want to associate yourself with the guys that work at M-Pesa for you to get one or two things in this in
and
mobile
the
banking.
went through.
And just learn the hooks and all. So yeah, and with the new app is very interesting. It's you see it's like a budget planner.
A budget plan.
Because it shows you, it's a budget planner. It shows you
and
the money, the amount of money you spent that day, the amount of money you spent that week, and the amount of money you have. You see, you can get a statement easily.
You can print the statement.
With it, it's pretty interesting. So,
and the inclusion part of other services in the same price.
And then
you can pay the prepaid tokens.
Yeah.
You can pay your ticket, the SGR ticket, the train ticket.
Yeah, it has really, you can't really explain how M-Pesa has really transformed the daily lives of normal mwananchi.
Because it's beyond.
Yeah, because it's unimaginable. Yeah, because it's something big. It's something big. It has really broken the borders and the borders of imagination. So I think that's it. We needed to speak about it because we are saying for us we speak on matters relating to tech. And I think without speaking, obviously M-Pesa has to be in those conversations. Because as I've said, it's one.
It is everywhere.
It's the biggest solution that has ever emerged from this side of the world,
and we are proud of it as a Kenyan.
Yeah, you have to be proud of it because it gives you the joy. It gives you the confidence to say you're from Kenya.
I'm from Kenya.
Yeah, and this is what you've brought to the Kenyan market. This is what has been brought to the Kenyan market by Kenyans. Per se. So so I think we had to speak about it. And we had to speak where it came from, when, and how it has impacted us. Because it's really huge.
And the contribution it's making up to now.
Yeah, maybe sometime maybe in the future if we get time, we can go to the normal mwananchi, to the mama mboga, and just speak about it and just get that raw feedback of how M-Pesa is impacting them. But also we can our audience here, because maybe there's something we're missing, maybe there's something we've not spoken about. you can add that to the comment section.
And if you think that, like we have talked about the good side of M-Pesa,
yeah,
and there are things we are missing out,
there's something we've missed,
and you want to add, and how it has impacted you, share on our comment section, leave a review, and we are all over mic. I think it's good to also let our viewers know, our listeners, know that we are in Google Podcasts, we are in Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Spotify, we're on Google Podcast, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
Yeah, we have, our handle is Coding Lifers as always, where we usually tackle things to do with tech and the things that affect our daily lives and the news that come up from tech. And and if you've not subscribed yet,
subscribe now.
Subscribe, like, and turn that post notification bell. For more content like this.
And we look forward to learning from you as you learn from us.
Thank you. So, see you next time as we discuss the next thing.
That's from
the
us.
next big thing from Kenya and maybe from around the world. So that's it from us. So cheers. See you next time.
Golden Lifers. With the mics.